Here's Shanahan talking about how to prepare for this defense.
They're different almost every week. So you kind of got to see that in the game and how they play. They'll switch stuff up. If they get on beat on something, it's going to be something different next time. So there's the consistency is they're going to attack and be aggressive, but it's not in terms of just coverages, fronts, and all that stuff. It's they're running around trying to create confusion, trying to create negative plays. That's how they get their turnovers. That's how they don't mind giving you a lot of stuff, and all of a sudden they create a negative play on second down, and you're in 3rd and 15. And really, I feel that's their goal to the game. You saw that with Tampa. There was 3 of their drives. They were moving the ball really well, and whether it was second down or third down, they made a mistake, and just like that, they were off the field and really had to surrender on 3rd and long. So they're opportunistic and they create it. And when you pair that with a really good offense, it only takes a couple drives for the whole game to change up real fast.
Their whole thing is, look, we have to get 3 stops a game. That's it as a defense. That's their goal. Yeah, we're going to give up yards. Yeah, we're going to give up points. Yeah, we're going to give up a lot. All we got to do is stop 3 drives because they think their offense is so good. And their offense is good. I'm not quite so sure it's as good as they think it is. We're going to find out this week. Now, let's go through their ranks. The Lions defensive ranks out of 32 teams. 23rd in points allowed. Not good. 49ers offense, 3rd. 19th in yards allowed. Not good. 49ers offense, 2nd best. 18th in turnovers, 27th in fumbles, 22nd in first downs allowed, 27th in pass yards allowed. They give up a lot of yards. 49ers offense, 4th best, despite having the fewest attempts. 29th in net yards per pass attempt. Every pass that is thrown against this defense averages 6.7 yards. The 49ers, one of the best in the history of the NFL, 8.4 yards per pass attempt. That's net yards per pass, so that takes in sacks and all that kind of stuff, whatever. So you're talking about the absolute best, the 49ers offense, versus the 3rd worst. Not good. 27th in passing touchdowns allowed. 11th in interceptions. Now, here's the strength and what everybody wants to talk about. They are 2nd, the Lions defense, in rushing yards allowed. 2nd. 49ers, 3rd most rushing yards on offense. That's a good match. Number 2 versus number 3. Excited to see how that plays out. 3rd in yards per rush allowed. And that's awesome. And probably, I think, my most important stat that I have. The Detroit Lions defense is 29th in red zone touchdowns allowed. 66%. That's 2/3. You get into the end zone or the red zone 3 times, you're getting 2 touchdowns on average. Well, how are the 49ers on that? Oh, just the best in the NFL with 67.2%. You got to cash those in. The Lions thing is, look, we want to be successful in the middle of the field as much as we can because if they get into the end zone, we're screwed. It's just how they played. You watch any games, whew, it's bad. And shout out to my man Brian Carter. He says, "Love you, man. Right back at you. Niners need 2 more wins for glory. We got 8 quarters left. Oh, 8 quarters left. Oh, it's huge. Now they've got some good players. I'm not trying to sit here and say they don't have some studs out there. They really, really do. Aiden Hutchinson, that dude can play, man. And probably the biggest issue with or concern is that one. We'll talk about that in the matchups. He's the 7th best rated defensive end. Number 1 is Bosa, but he's got a 91.4 pass rush grade, 67 versus the run. You can run at him. He's a pass rush guy only. He's a lighter Bosa. Great value Bosa is probably what I like to call him, but he's very good at the pass rush. He's got way better pass rushing numbers than Bosa, but the difference between Bosa and him is Bosa might be the best defensive end, against the run in the NFL. Maybe not last week. He had 2 huge containment drops for huge plays, but we'll see how that goes. Aleem McNeil, awesome defensive tackle. He's ranked 7th from Pro Football Focus. And I saw this in the chat earlier. I want to make sure I highlight this because I do agree here. But here we go. Josh. Ifatu Melifonwu, number 6. Whenever I'm watching tape, where's number 6? Safety, slot, linebacker, blitzer off the edge. He's all over the place. You got to find number 6. You got to find him. He's got a 90.7 pass rush grade, and they just recently have started, unleashing that dude. So that's one that we got to kind of watch and kind of see how he plays. But again, like, okay, that's good. But thank you, Josh. They're the worst tackling team in the league. The worst. The worst. Everybody wants to talk about the 49ers and missed tackles. We're still a top 10 tackle team. I think we're like 8 or 7 after that last game. The Lions are the worst. They don't tackle. They don't tackle. And there's a lot of people to exploit. Benito Jones, their defensive tackle, 124th rated defensive tackle. Their corners are the worst in the NFL, in my opinion. Kendall Vildor, he's ranked 105th. Cameron Sutton used to be a stud. He's ranked 100 out of 129 corners. Kirby Joseph, their safety, got a 49.8 coverage grade. Like Jack Campbell, their first round rookie, I had a second round grade on him. They went really early on him. He has not had a good year. He's got a 38.9 coverage grade. They went after a classic run stuffing linebacker. Golly, man, it's an issue. It's an issue. And, they gamble, all those things. They'll jump all these routes. You can get them with double moves. You can do whatever you want. You just got to stay out there and just do what you want to do. Now, they blitz like crazy, man. Well, the good news is Brock Purdy's the best quarterback versus the blitz in the NFL. It's not even close. Last week, the Lions blitzed 21 times against Tampa Bay. Against the Rams in the wild card, 15. Against Minnesota Vikings week 18, 21 times. Man, hot routes better be ready, because this is really just a very, very, very good matchup for the 49ers offense. It's a get-right matchup. I know that they got NFL talent over there, and they're good and all that stuff, but it's by far the worst defense in the playoffs. Not in the playoffs now. That's not what I'm saying at all. The worst defense in the playoffs, especially pass. Brock Purdy, I don't know, man. I'm excited about this game for him. Oh, man, look, do we really even have the great Jim Everett in here? I guess he's not. What's up, Jay? He's got the Lions winning. Shocker. Jim, what's the Rams score prediction this week? I'm curious. I don't know. I'm curious what the Rams. Oh, they're not playing. I forgot. That's right. But I love it, man. I love all these teams that the 49ers have beaten, corralling and rooting for the Lions. I always want to be that guy. I absolutely love it. And so, yeah, keep it coming, man. Love the hate. I love it. Jim is in mock drafts. I remember those times. I remember doing mock drafts in October some years. And that's why I keep saying, put this year into perspective, guys. We're not doing mock drafts. We're not doing coaching hires and interviews and excited about who's going to be our quarterback. And no, the answers are in. We play for more here. It's different. It is just different. Right here. What time is the Cowboys game on today? Yeah, that's a good question. Cowboys done. You got to watch the Micah Parsons show. That's about all you got to do. That's about all you got to do.
The 49ers Rush Podcast.